जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन जय जन रंजन।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे।
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे।
जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय।
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Jaya Prabhu 22. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaura Haribol 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 Haribol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
जय श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय
Jai.
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय गौनिताई की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय पतित पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
Narayanam Namaskritya.
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्
Tato Jaya Mudirayet.
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
Nashtaprayesu Abhatresu.
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke.
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी
Bhakti Bhavati Naistaki.
Welcome everyone to this wonderful routine in our life, daily routine. So today we are going to study two shlokas from Canto 8, Chapter 9, text 22 and 23. Te palayantaha samayam
Te
te
Palayanta Samayam.
asuraha swakritam nripa
Asura Swakritam Ripa.
tushnim asan kritasneha
Tushnim Ashan Krita Sneha.
stri vivada jukupsaya.
Trivivada Jugut Juguksaya.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah, something is cut from here, left hand side. Yeah, yeah. O king, since the demons had promised to accept whether the woman, whatever the woman did, whether just or unjust, now to keep this promise, to show their equilibrium and to save themselves from fighting with a woman, they remained silent. Next sloka. Tasyam kritati pranayaha
Tasyam Kritati Pranaya.
तस्यां कृताति प्रणयः
Tasyam Kritati Pranaya.
प्रणयापाय कातरः
Pranayapaya Katara.
प्रणयापाय कातरः
Pranayapaya Katara.
बहुमानेन च बद्धा
Bahumanena Chabandha.
बहुमानेन च बद्धा
Bahumanena Chabandha.
नोचुः किंचन विप्रियम्
No chu kinchana vipriyam.
no chuh kinchana vipriyam.
no chukichara vikriyam.
Please recite. Some of
Tasyam
you.
sitati pranayah
Tasyam kritati pranayaha
pranayapaya katara
pranayapaya kataraha
bahumanena chabaddha
bahumanena cha baddha
no chukinchana vikriyam.
no chukinchana vipriyam. Someone else? Okay. I don't see word to word translation or there's a so word to word translation. Tasyam of Mohini Murti. Krita ati pranayaha because of staunch friendship. Pranaya apaya kataraha being afraid that their friendship with her would be broken. Bahumanena by great respect and honor. Cha also abadha being too attached to her. Na not. Uchuhu they said. Kinchana even the slightest thing. Vipriyam by which Mohini Murti might be displeased with them. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The demons had developed affection for Mohini Murti and a kind of faith in her, and they were afraid of disturbing their relationship. Therefore, they showed respect and honor to her words and did not say anything that might disturb their friendship with her. Please repeat. The demons had developed
Demons had developed
affection for Mohini Murti
affection for Mohini Murti
and a kind of faith in her,
and a kind of faith in her,
and they were afraid of disturbing their relationship.
and they were afraid of disturbing their relationship.
Therefore, they showed respect
Therefore, they showed respect
and honor to her words
and honor to her words
and did not say anything
and did not say anything
that might disturb their friendship
that might disturb their friendship with her.
with her. Purport the demons were so captivated by the tricks and friendly words of Mohini Murti, although the demigods were served first, the demons were pacified merely by sweet words. Haribol. The Lord said to the demons, the demigods are very miserly and are excessively anxious to take the nectar first. So let them have it first. Since you are not like them, you can wait a little longer. You are all heroes. You're all heroes and are so pleased with me. It is better for you to wait until after demigods to drink. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjansalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी निति नामिने नमः सद्भक्त मनाया मणिपुर भवाय च प्रभुपाल सद्वाणी प्रचार निरताय ते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. I will bow my head to everyone present here. Please bless me. So this Mohini Murti means Sri Hari only. Murti means uh, it is incarnation of Sri Hari. She's Krishna only. So she is slowly being successful at every step in stupefying and bewildering the demons because what the great astras and shastras cannot do, that job can be done by the eyebrows and the sweet words of women, and especially the demons who are very overconfident and over smart and mostly they being in Tamoguna and Rajoguna, they can very easily be stupefied. Their equilibrium is practically nil. But on the contrary, the demigods, their equilibrium is maintained on account of their being situated in sattva most of the time. So their equilibrium is not shaken. So so the demigods, they were simply following the dictates of Mohini Murti, and the demons also were following the dictates, but in two different ways. In the sense, uh, the demons, they were completely tricked by the words of Mohini Murti, simply pleased by her words only. The Amrit was given to demigods, but the demons, they thought that they would be getting finally this lady in whom we have confided, in whom we have chosen to confide. She will not cheat us. This is our mind game. You know, this mind game means we we generally confide in innocent-looking people, but and we think that this person will not cheat us. But history is filled with so many examples where these innocent-looking people only, they will cheat you terribly. So therefore, never put faith in so much faith in anyone, actually, especially materialistic people. And don't ever put faith in your senses. Don't think that your senses are under your control, and don't think that you are in full control of your senses. Senses are the most restless entities in the entire material world. These are senses only which are dragging our mind. Our mind is dragging our intelligence, and intelligence finally dumping us back in the sansar again and again. So senses means there have to be sense control by sincere aspirants. But demons, what do they care? Demons means, by definition, demons are those people who don't have control. It's okay, control on their senses. So these demons, they were simply following whatever she was saying. That they were following. They was Mohini Murti. She was actually. One should simply wonder, na, the demons. A while ago, they were simply quarreling for the nectar. They in fact snatched the nectar from the hands of Dhanvantri. And here came Mohini Murti and gave the nectar. They gave the nectar helplessly to Mohini Murti. You distribute the nectar. So you do what in whatever you we completely confide in you. And Mohini Murti was also giving them very subtle excuses. Acharyas have told. Uh, First of all, she made them sit in different lines, and she told uh, the demons, "You do listen to me. I will first give the shallow part, the surface part, because generally what happens, uh, it precipitates down. Na, anything, if you put salt, anything, it precipitates down. So she was giving them the reason. One of the reason was that the actual Amrit has actually precipitated down. So let me give this useless, essenceless, top level liquid to these demigods. They will think that we are being fair to them, and it is also you should consider as a privilege. You are the demons, you are the kings of the world. You should consider it as your privilege that first of all, let these paupers, these demigods, let these poor demigods be served. Well, you should consider it as your glory. So the demons considered it. They were completely following the words of Mohini Murti. Right, Mohini Murti, I think, to dupe them. So so there, yeah, there were many such excuses Mohini Murti was giving with her innocent, smiling, bewitching smile. and they were simply following. So the demons did not protest, and here in these two shlokas, the six reasons have been given. The six Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakurji has enumerated these six reasons. First of all, the keeping agreement, that is number one reason. Number one reason is that they promised, they promised to Mohini Murti that whatever you do, whatever you say, we'll simply follow. Right? We'll simply follow whatever you say, and your act we will not protest, because you can simply not cheat us. Generally, uh, this lusty things, initially they look very harmless and very adorable, very cute to us, right? So the example is given that initially this uh, cigarette smoking looks very harmless. Okay, I look cool and all those. But by practice one fine day, so like a small lion cub, it looks very cute and harmless and adorable, and you bring it to your home and you develop attachment with it, and you daily offer him milk, 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 but it grows and grows. But one fine day when it becomes adult, it does not, it won't accept milk, it will accept flesh, right? And so if you don't give him the flesh, then the kama krodha sanjayate, then that lion who is actually the who is actually the uh, representation of calm, it will become furious and it will devour you. So in once somewhere it is written that this Durga Maya, she is riding a lion. Na? That lion is actually lust, which is lust is devouring all the living entities. And Durga Maya, Mata Durga, she is riding a lion. So agreement means we should be very careful in giving words. You know, you should not sometimes out of over enthusiasm and without thinking much. My voice is clear. Without thinking much, we just simply give our words to someone. We should be very watchful. Our only word should be for Guru Maharaj, because Guru Maharaj is a pure representative of the Lord, and our words should, our words, our actions, they should be reserved for Guru Maharaj. Are you understanding? So should be, there are many examples out of enthusiasm. Some people, they just promise, and then later they cannot break the promise also. They cannot break the promise, and they cannot live, they cannot die. It's painful. So therefore, don't give your word very easily, very, don't give your word to anyone, actually, except your Guru Maharaji and people who are serving Guru Maharaj. Okay. Second reason is affection for her. They developed affection for her. Okay, the affection for her, when they developed, when you develop affection for someone, you don't feel like protesting. You don't feel like protesting. That's why sometimes it is seen that if your enemy is doing something bad to you, then you can show your anger. But if your very good innocent friend is doing something, some mistake, then that feeling that you cannot beat him, you cannot punish him, and you cannot also control your anger. So that predicament, that what do you call this duel, is very agonizing. गुस्सा दिखा भी नहीं सकते हो, गुस्सा छुपा भी नहीं सकते. So that's why our that incident is there. Anyway, Krishna once shouted on Yudhishthir Maharaj. Yudhishthir Maharaj was out of, Yudhishthir Maharaj is innocent. He just said to Duryodhan that Duryodhan, you choose anyone among us and fight. If you win, whole Hastinapur, everything belongs to you. Out of over enthusiasm, Kshatriya blood, Yudhishthir Maharaj said this out, and Bhagavan Krishna became very angry on. And so therefore, affection also, one should not have affection. Development of affection is actually This affection only leads to what is affection? Affection is the embryo attachment. Affection only will lead to attachment. No? One should have compassion, not affection. There is a very great deal of difference between affection and compassion. Compassion should definitely be there, but affection should be for actually Guru Maharaj. Every time I'll bring this point, Guru Maharaj, so that the Bhagavatam shloka gets its complete meaning. Each and every shloka of Bhagavatam will be, uh, I mean, any commentary or any class on Bhagavatam shall be considered incomplete if we don't bring very consciously uh, the Tattva of Guru Maharaj. That is the real essence of Bhagavatam, actually. Understood? So the third thing was fear of quarreling with a woman. That is also, this is mentioned in the shloka, that they were afraid, oh, why would we should not quarrel with a woman? She's a woman. I mean, it is completely against our shan, our privilege, our glory. So let us not quarrel with a woman. If we quarrel with her, then she may mind and she will leave us. She will leave us, and we just cannot afford uh, her leaving us. She's so beautiful, right? So that also stayed with uh, that also stayed fear of quarreling with a woman. Then fourth one is attachment to her. Yes, they develop attachment. Basically, uh, that attachment is actually in this word. His Holiness Brihaspati Maharaj was telling this affection attachment. I told na, affection is the embryo baby form of attachment, but the root cause of affection is lust. In this material world, lust is the mother of mamta. Kam is the mother of mamta. Mamta means affection. In the spiritual world, mamta is the mother of lust and all this. Mamta is there, you know. Therefore, in this material world, when a married couple, when there is a union between in the married couple, first union, it means there is first lust. Then only that only translates as affection, and it remains there. Children happen, children they take birth, and that affection then, what do you call, what is that word? Perforates or penetrates. For children also, it penetrates everywhere, each and every uh, item of the household. Utensils. You heard that? Each and every atom of the, so this all started with the lust actually. In this material world, Mathunagar. It is Mathunagar. But in the spiritual world, it's Mamta which takes the precedence. This is a great deal of difference here. So our attachment to any ladies, or we should understand it's lust, a subtle form. Fifth one is fear of losing friendship, right? They did not want to lose friendship with her. And sixth one is great respect for her. That is a great respect for all these reasons. The demigods did not protest at all with Mohini Murti. The Mohini Murti said, okay, I will first give the nectar to the demigods. You be very patient. And the demigods did not protest for these six reasons. And obviously, Mohini Murti was giving many fake excuses, fake reasons also. Actually, not a single drop went to demons, except Rahu, who was inspired by Bhagwan only. Rahu was not smart. Rahu was inspired by Bhagwan. Bhagwan wanted to show the power of Amrit to the demigods. And so Rahu had a sip of it, and when his head was beheaded, he still survived. So in this way, Lord convinced all the demigods that they have been given something really very, very nice. That is what acharyas are saying. So this is one thing. One thing I wanted to share with all of you, that in few shlokas back there was a great elaborate bodily description of Mohini Murti. Her beauty was elaborately described. So and then when that beauty is described, that but in the background this algorithm is also running, that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So we don't develop any what do you call, lusty thoughts, even though she may be very beautiful, most beautiful with all the perfect bodily features, but because actually she is supreme personality of Godhead, so that immediately crushes है ना, our lust. We don't develop lust for supreme personality of Godhead, है ना. किसका अनम्यूट हो गया है तो सो इसी तरह से ये जो भगवान के जो मोहिनी मूर्ति है, तो भगवान का ही स्वरूप फॉर्म है, राइट. तो इसी तरह से हम लोगों के जो सारे शरीर हैं, ऑल ओवर बॉडीज आर एक्चुअली द विभूति फॉर्म ऑफ लॉर्ड. एक्चुअली हमारा जो बॉडी है ना, ये भगवान का ही फॉर्म है. इट हैज बीन given to us, it has been lended to us, lent to us, like this room has been lent to us. This room does not belong to us, है ना. Similarly, this body is actually Paramatma's body, and we are just staying there as tenants. Similarly, whenever we accidentally look at the body of opposite gender, then we should be reminding ourselves of this body actually belongs. This body is of Krishna, and so can I develop lusty desires for Krishna body? So you get, so in this way you can try to control your lusty inclination, but there is a pinch. Still like to mention that you should take it as a pinch, with a pinch of salt, because Krishna says, and Prabhupada has also said here, that controlling lust, you know, even gyan, this is gyan, this is gyan. Gyan will not be helpful. You know, you may be very gyani, you may be very austere, you may be very vidya and so much siddhi, but this is the crux. This lust thing is what is actually keeping us here. So Bhagavan says in shloka that uttam rasa, unless you taste the uttam rasa, best of the best, absolute best ras of bhakti, there is no remedy for this. Absolute taste of bhakti, rati state, final state of bhakti. Then when you taste that, then you will simply spit at the thought of lust. That is the spontaneous way of suppose someone is very addicted to chiku. So what is how can I like how can we break his addiction to chiku? I mean, the artificial way to is give him theories after theories. The chiku may have allergy on you. There's some kind of theories, you know, or you may develop diabetes and all this thing. Those theories will not have. But if you give him mangoes, which are more tastier, more nectarian than chiku, then probably then he will develop attachment with mangoes, and chiku is no more in their mind. Similarly, when bhakti dwells in the heart of a living entity, that bhakti throws out, kicks out. The lusty desires are simply purged out, and that is the only way. But still, we can use some gyan to support us. Otherwise, support us when we were in this material world. We have to deal. We may have to, even though we even though we may be trying very hard, but we have to deal with them also, na Mataji. So definitely we should keep distance. But if you can still use such support system to control your emotions. Okay, that was one thing. And what's the time, Prabhu? 8 हो गया ना? Let's see what Srila Prabhupada ji is saying, and then 5 minutes I will stop. Srila Prabhupada ji has actually made some. Yeah, the demons were so captivated with their tricks and friendly words of Muni Murti. To wait until the. So I think I'll stop now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful lecture. Now we will take the question and answers from the audience. If our audience have any questions, please come forward. Hare Krishna. Any devotee has any question, please come forward.
No question today. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Good.
यहाँ पे जिस तरह से असुरों के बारे में बोला गया तो वैसे हम में मतलब ऐसे कि हम क्या मतलब असुरों के गुण हैं जिसके वजह से भगवान हमें भी चीट कर सकते हैं।
भगवान हमको चीट कर सकते हैं। 6 दोष है ना? कौन से 6 दोष है? 6 दोष शोधी, 6 दोष, काम क्रोध मत्स्य, काम क्रोध लोभ. Who can tell those 6 enemies? काम क्रोध लोभ, इस तरह के. And the last one is envy. So ये सब आसुरिक गुण है. 6 दोष. 6 दोष शोधी, 6
अत्याहार प्रयासस्य प्रजल्प नियमाग्रह जनसंगस्य लोल्यंच छया. ये 6 दोष.
राइट. ये कुछ हमारे. I remember when I was in school days, so there was a shloka in our Sanskrit.
सारा भी भक्ति विनश्य. ये 6 बैग.
So there was this shloka in our Sanskrit book. It's translated as that a person who comes uninvited, if you are not invited, a person still comes to your home, to a party. Number 1. Number 2, if a person they're sleeping, if a person rises after sunrise. Number 3 is if a person does not wash his mouth after eating. And number 4th is if a person speaks when he's not supposed to speak. If a person is having these qualities, one must understand that he is demon. Because after all, these qualities are actually symptoms of his as Maharaj has said, atyahar, too much eating, too much speaking mundane topics. And what else is Maharaj? Can you elaborate one by one? It starts with eating. The 6th. Wonderful. So here,
अत्याहार मीन्स कलेक्शन. ज्यादा कलेक्शन करने का भाव है, खाने का और कलेक्शन. प्रयास, प्रयत्न भी लिमिट का बाहर. जैसे प्रभुपाद बताए, हम लोग कुटिया बनाने को लायक नहीं है. हम लोग सोचेंगे 10 फ्लोर बिल्डिंग, ये हत्या प्रयास, हम लोग का लिमिट के हिसाब से हम लोग प्रयत्न करना चाहिए। ऐसा माता जी लोग के पास ये 6 दोस्त जो है लिमिट का बाहर प्रयत्न करते हैं। अत्याहार, संग्रह भी ज्यादा, संग्रह कुछ भी एक सब प्रयास से प्रजल्प 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 लोग को 5 लोग को बैठा देंगे, माता जी 5 को और प्रभु जी 5 को, तो देखा जाता है तुलनात्मक में वो लोग बातचीत कभी बंद नहीं होता है। प्रजल्प ज्यादा बातचीत करते रहेंगे, बातचीत करना चाहिए लिमिट में। नियम आग्रह,
कॉपी
नियम
पेस्ट
प्लस आग्रह प्लस आग्रह, वैदिक शास्त्र का नियम को सब गुरु कृष्ण का निर्देश को अवहेला करके अपना अपना ढंग से
पैराग्राफ
नियम
चैट।
बनाना। नियम आग्रह, जनसंग, भक्त लोग का संग त्याग करके संयमी लोग का संग त्याग करके असत्संग के ऊपर बढ़ाएंगे। अलोल्यंच ग्रीडी, हट करके रहेंगे, ये मुझे चाहिए, ये होते ही रहेगा। ऐसा 6 दोष, ये 6 दोष सभी जीवों के पास भी है, लेकिन तुलनात्मक में माता जी लोग के पास ज्यादा है।
सबके
प्रभु जी
पास
लोग,
है ये, सब,
हाँ।
नॉट ओनली माता जी। थैंक यू महाराज जी। तो देखिए हमारे जो काइंड मॉडरेटर जी ने चैट में लिखा है, ये सब लोग कॉपी कर लीजिए, कॉपी पेस्ट कर लीजिए अपने उसमें। माता जी हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
डू यू वांट टू रीड इट?
Okay. The 6 passions are those pertaining to words, the mind, anger, the tongue, the stomach, and the genitals. The 6 faults are overeating, attachment to material things, inability to follow regulative principles, sense gratification, useless, idle talk, and impure habits. The 6 positive qualities are enthusiasm in practicing devotional service, from faith in devotional processes, a strong desire to attain prema bhakti, a favorable service attitude, avoidance of non-devotees, and appreciation of the company of devotees. The 6 methods of association are to go to an assembly of devotees, to invite devotees into one's home, to discuss and hear devotional topics, to take the Mahaprasad of devotees, and to offer Mahaprasad to devotees.
वंडरफुल। सो ये हम लोगों को ये 4 6 याद रहने चाहिए। 6 passions, 6 faults, 6 positive qualities, and 6 kinds of association. So next time anyone asks them, we should be ready with such answer. So is your question answered, Mataji?
Yes.
जिसके अंदर ये 6 faults होंगे और 6 passions होंगे, उनको माया, भगवान की माया चीट कर लेगी।
एक और क्वेश्चन है, मतलब अत्याहार जो महाराज ने बताया कि अति मात्रा में संग्रह करना, तो अगर हम सेवा के लिए अगर अति मात्रा में संग्रह करें तो क्या वो गलत होगा?
संग्रह करके तुरंत डिस्पोज कर देना चाहिए, तुरंत डिस्पेंस कर देना चाहिए।
नहीं,
हाँ,
जैसे कि मेरा सामर्थ्य नहीं है उतना मतलब संग्रह करने का, और मैं उसी में मतलब लगी हूँ कि हाँ मुझे और भी संग्रह करना चाहिए। आ तो नहीं रहा है, पर मतलब मैं समय मतलब उसमें व्यतीत हो रहा है।
तो कृष्णा के लिए गैदरिंग करने में कोई कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। सेवा है, हमारा साधना है, सेवा भी करनी है। कृष्ण के लिए लक्ष्मी चाहिए, कृष्ण के लिए विद्या संग्रह करनी है, कृष्ण के लिए संग्रह करने में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। लेकिन जब वो आ जाए, वो वस्तु आ जाए हमारे पास, तो उसको तुरंत जो है उसको कृष्ण सेवा में लगा देना चाहिए, अपने गुरु महाराज को दे देना चाहिए। उससे क्या होगा, हम जरा सा भी हमारे पास 1-2 सेकंड भी हमारे पास ज्यादा रह गया, सो वी विल डेफिनेटली डेवलप अटैचमेंट। वी विल थिंक हमने इतनी मेहनत करके कमाया है, क्यों हम इसको जाने दें। विल डेफिनेटली थिंक, नो वन शुड थिंक दैट these thoughts will not harm us. कृष्ण के लिए संग्रह करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हमारे कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होते हैं, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में इतना सारा लक्ष्मी की आवश्यकता होती है, प्रसादम और स्पीकर्स के टिकट्स और कौन और क्या क्या होता है, एकोमोडेशन, कितना कुछ होता है, लाखों रुपए। तो अब उसके लिए भक्त लोग सेवा करते हैं। अब ये संग्रह ही है, लेकिन ये संग्रह में कोई हानि नहीं है। और भगवान के लिए संग्रह करने में जो जो टाइम जाता है, वो टाइम जो है वेस्ट नहीं है, वो तो अच्छा टाइम है। वी शुड नॉट थिंक कि अरे हमारा टाइम जा रहा है, मेरी ये क्या टाइम, हमारी ह्यूमन एनर्जी का मकसद ही क्या है। हमको जो शक्ति दी गई है, वी शुड नॉट थिंक कि हमारी एनर्जी इज गोइंग वेस्ट। व्हाट विल आई हाउ व्हेन विल आई डू माय डिवोशनल एक्टिविटी, दिस इज डिवोशनल एक्टिविटीज टू accumulate for Krishna. But here also, if गुरु महाराज जी की जो सेवा है, वो वो भी डिस्टर्ब नहीं होनी चाहिए। जो प्राइम मोस्ट सेवा है, ये सब बहुत जरूरी है ना। हम लोग जो बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में जाते हैं, बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में हम लोग लगते हैं पूरा दिन, दिन रात। हम चाहते हैं कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा बुक्स चली जाएं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग परचेजर्स आए। वो भी एक तरह का संग्रह है ना, कि आए ज्यादा लोग। तो उसमें हमारी एनर्जी जा रही है, लेकिन भगवान के लिए इस तरह का एनर्जी का व्यय होना ही वास्तव में एनर्जी का प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन है। गोपाल जी कहते थे कि लोग कहते हैं कि मुझे लक्ष्मी नहीं चाहिए, मैं तो दोनों हाथों से लक्ष्मी बटोर लूं, गोपाल जी, और उसको भगवान की सेवा में लगाऊं। ठीक है माता जी।
जी हाँ प्रभु, धन्यवाद।
हरे कृष्ण। अनम्यूट कर दीजिए।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have one question. So, like, we are student, means I'm a student now, Prabhuji. So, uh, we should also be using Lakshmi to serve, because as I'm a student now, so I should give my time, I should give my energy. So, okay, little Lakshmi is okay, but I should be endeavoring to get Lakshmi and endeavoring to engage in the service, or how it is, Prabhuji?
Actually, it is just one idea. It is not a common rule. Therefore, the common rule is whatever Guru Maharaj Ji says. This is a common rule. If Guru Maharaj Ji asks you to bring Lakshmi, bring Lakshmi. Whatever common rule, as I said, now one should keep his faith in Guru Maharaj Ji. And this rule is something which is like applicable universally. But that rule may not be applicable universally, that collecting Lakshmi, should I be doing it or should I not be doing it? So, in whichever way Guru Maharaj Ji asks you to dispose, in whichever way, one must do that. There is no problem with that. One more thing is that Srila Prabhupada Ji had shared that Srila Prabhupada Ji had been instructed by his spiritual master, Srila Saraswati Thakur Ji. They met they did not meet very often. 4 or 5 times only Srila Prabhupada Ji met Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So Srila Thakur Prabhupada Ji told Srila Prabhupada Ji, whenever you get money, you print books. So Prabhupada after initiation during his young days, so he said, okay, I'll get money. And Prabhupada he had a factory, chemical factory somewhere in Allahabad. He was thinking that I will earn profit and I will use it for printing books. But that factory flopped, and the servant also ran away with the money. And then in later course, after so many years, when this movement became successful, then BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, you know, it is one of the leading publication actually. So in this way, you know how Krishna fulfills your desire. Uh, you may have desire. Srila Prabhupada was having desire to serve Krishna, earn for Krishna and for his Guru Maharaj Ji. But Krishna was having other. In any case, that pure mood of serving Guru Maharaj should all always be there. That pure mood and the trust that if I am serving my Guru Maharaj, that's what I. Acha, one more thing is there that in this bhakti process, your output does not matter, your throughput matters. Attitude. Now, one should not think that I will gather this much, this much, this much. I will do this big things. No, one's attitude is the real form of principle here. One should think that uh, I'm simply, you know, servant of my Guru Maharaj. That attitude is the biggest wealth. One should accumulate this wealth of obedient, obedient attitude. This is the real wealth. And one who is very obedient to his Guru Maharaj, very sincerely, then Lakshmi and all the Aishwaryas will simply follow him, like Srila Prabhupada example. You don't have to chase them, they will chase you. All you have to chase your Guru Maharaj. This is universal law. Okay, this is universal. ठीक है? Hare Krishna.
So, any devotee has any question, please come. So, okay, since there are no questions, we can conclude for today. So, she
Thank
can.
you. Thank you everyone for listening to me. ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की
Jai,
जय। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai,
पतित पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय।
Jai.
जय श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज की जय। Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be class given by His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Milavan Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.